If we are in his place, we would be regretting for leaving our house. Have I really heard the voice of God? Is it truly God that spoke to me? Did God really call me out? Is this God or Satan? That's how it will happen. Genesis 12 is a most wonderful chapter, 1 to 12. Hallelujah. For that is where the Lord called Abraham, saying that come out of your household, be separated from them. I'm going to make you as a great nation, the father of my nation, and the people will know me through your generation, through your descendants. And those who bless you, I will bless them. Those who curse you, I will curse them. All this is a wonderful promise verse. It is the salvation of Abraham. It is the calling of Abraham. Hallelujah. But after the ninth verse, it comes to 10th verse where it's a bad news. Every time God gives you good promises, the next step will be a bad news. The same thing with Joseph. God said, I'm going to exalt you. I'm going to lift up you higher and higher. But the next day itself, he went to the pit. Now high is where, low is where. Hallelujah. What is happening in our life is contrary to the words that are spoken by God to us. This is the first challenge that we need to encounter. Abraham could have wondered, hey, God just promised me that I'm going to be a big nation, we multiplied, I will be very powerful and everything will be multiplied, will increase, my flock will increase. Now I can't even feed my flocks all. I can't even water them. The next step itself is a famine. To survive that is hard. Hallelujah. Is written, it is so severe in the land. So leaving everything behind at that age, that is not a 35 years old man. That was not a 40 years old man. That was a 75 years old man. That's the time God called him, saying that come, leave everything, come behind me. So already he took a great challenge by trusting God and coming. Now, situation does not side him. If we are in his place, we would be regretting for leaving our house. Have I really heard the voice of God? Is it truly God that spoke to me? Did God really call me out? Is this God or Satan? That's how it will happen. Today, for us to go to one place to another place is easier because we have Lala move. Those days, they have all their flock and everything, the family, the servant's family. They have to pack everything, move from one place to another place to build tent. It's not an easy work. For us in this church to change a position of something itself, we'll have a lot of work to be done. But they are from one place to another place. It's not easy. He already packed up everything, showing the people, saying that my God has called me. You all been serving idols. My God has called me. And now he's facing something negative before him. Likewise, last year, many of us went through this similar situation where some of those people who were affected last year, they just resigned on February. They have plans to open a business. And it's a story, true story, They just resigned the job. They took all their savings. They started up a business, set up the office, and on the month of March, they had to start the business to operate. In the 18th of March, lockdown. So they thought maybe for 2 months, 3 months. On the 3rd month, they are unable to survive. Gone, that's it. All the savings are gone. Hallelujah. See, they start up a journey, begin something, but it did not end up well. It was destroyed like that. Hallelujah. And that's the kind of situation that Abraham too went through that day. He just started something, but it does not go well with him. Today the problem is that when we start something in our life, we are hoping for all the confidence and all kinds of comfort, saying that, okay, I'm sure this is going to happen. But Christian journey is not like that. You will often face a situation where you will be unsure what's happening. And that is what it called is that walk by faith, not by sight. Because when you see the things, it is not going to help you anything. It's not compromising to you. It's not like, agreeing with what you want. What you see does not agree with what you need. So if you keep on seeing, you will not be able to reach. Therefore, you have to close your eyes and walk by faith. So that's what he was going through. Many did call me and say that, Pastor, I just only went to Singapore to get a job there. Now I'm stuck there. I can't come back anymore. So things are not as what we expected. When we got up in the morning, we have a fresh thought thinking that, okay, today this and this, that and that, and we'll do only. But then it end up does not happen according to our plan. That's what happened last year. Abraham too had no choice because he has to keep moving forward. When he faced that, he could not take U-turn. If he go back to his family and say that, oh, it's a famine, I thought of postponing my journey, they will laugh at him saying that, you told me that your God called you, your God called Jehovah called you. What happened to your Jehovah? People would have laughed at him. So he thought only one thing, I've started this journey trusting him. I don't want to put him to shame. I don't want his name to be blessed. So I will go keep moving forward. So that's what Abraham did. He will keep moving forward until he reached Egypt. Where he reached? Egypt. Hallelujah. Like while all those who lost their job, source of income, some was paid lesser, had to find their way for the living. None of us was easy. The life is a great struggle for everyone since last year. More of all, due to this pandemic, many tried new things as well and failed of it. Some, after this pandemic, they tried something. They thought, okay, now since I lost my job, my career, I will do this. Not everyone was successful. Some of them, they failed. Hallelujah. And this is what made many to be hopeless, and the cases of committing suicide increases because people become hopeless because of the financial situation. Today, the greatest trial that human sees, is the financial crisis. If you are without money, you are not respected. The nature. If you are without money, you are not respected. So, when he went to Egypt, there in Egypt, Abraham had another problem where he hid the true identity of Sarah, saying that she was the sister of Abraham. Hallelujah. He is not lying, he is telling the truth, because Abraham's father has two wives. The second wife's daughter was Sarah. So consider sister. But then those days there's no law saying that you can't marry to your sister, because those days people were marrying their own sisters to have the generation. Okay, only after the time of Moses they have this law, but before that there is no law. So what happened to Abraham was this. Abraham, he hid the identity of Sarah, saying that she is my sister. When the men there, they get to know that it was truly his wife, the king was very angry with him, and they sent him away. He got rejected from Egypt. Likewise, you resign a job before March, and then in the month of April or June, now you apply back to some other places, your application are rejected. Like that. Hallelujah. So the doors are being shut. He thought that he can survive there, and because of the issues that happened, they cast him out. They said, go away from this place. We don't want any kind of plague to come because of you. Likewise, many in these 2 years has gave up because they keep on trying. They got rejected. Their failure many times. Hallelujah. Some even feel that God has no control over what is happening on this earth. Hallelujah. See, if God can stop the world from spinning for a whole day just to ambush the enemies of Joshua, wouldn't God stop this pandemic? He can do that. In a moment, God can stop this. But God has a purpose to allow this to keep running, the chain to keep increasing in every nation. We are nobody to question God why and when it will end. Hallelujah. Even Jesus, he spoke clearly. It is nothing to do with you to know the times. When they ask when will the kingdom come, it's not for you to know about the time. Hallelujah. All that we can do is that if we know the time, we will be at rest in our heart. We will not bother. So God put it on mystery when it will end, so that we will keep walking with God as though that today can end or not. Some of you, who has no proper job, a proper career, everything, God has made you to find your way, a source of income. He has taught you what to be done for a living. Hallelujah. So He has located you in your career, in your family. Some has been separated from family all this while because of work. Now they are back to family, staying with the family. God has located you at the place where He wants you to be on this earth. There are various kind of things I can tell, but there's many things you should understand that God has purposely, on purpose, He put you to the place where you belong to. So when it comes to the famine of Abraham, it means God is relocating you. In this pandemic, many has been located in the presence of God. Many has been located in a proper place in their life. So some of you in this month, God is about to relocate you to the place where you belong to. And for sure in the presence of God, first place. Secondly, to the place where He has for you. Hallelujah. For you, we should be thankful for God for this pandemic. I'm telling you, it's not a disaster. I'm telling you, through this pandemic, God is blessing us a place. Hallelujah.